Hi. Well, we are really zoomed in there, aren't we? Yeah, we can
Welcome,
take that out a little
welcome.
bit.
Here we are.
Welcome to the Stamp and Scoop Show, episode 180,
180.
climbing up to the 200. So we got a lot of exciting things to share with you guys today. I think Linda might even be seeing some of this stuff for the first time.
I'm going to be oohing and ahhing along with you because this is the first time I'm seeing them in person. Only the things that are right in front of me have the ones I've actually seen yet.
So we're going to be sharing some new pre-orders, and this is the first of
round one.
Round one, because there are more pre-orders coming next week, and there are probably going to be more when the catalog comes out. So we're going to say this is part one. These are pre-order from the new catalog, and there's also going to be a new online exclusive drop the same day the catalog launches.
So lots of good products.
all kinds of stuff. There's less page. Actually, I don't think there is less pages in the catalog. I think it was the same as last year. I know some people said, "Oh, there's less," but I looked at it.
And it feels the same, and I think it's a lot how they give you a lot more examples, ideas.
But a lot of that is because they're putting products in the online exclusives now. So there is going to be 2 releases happening on the same day.
Yeah.
So I have the online exclusives that I was able to get early with going to OnStage last week, and we have a few of the new catalog releases, and we have the new in colors.
Yes.
So welcome aboard, everybody. It is great to see you. I am Tammy White.
I'm Linda Cullen.
And we are here to share some fun stamping with you guys. So we were just mentioning the ink colors. At the end of the episode, we are going to...
I brought my box of colors.
Do Linda's famous color comparison. Yeah. So if you're curious to see how any of these colors stack up to previous colors, we can put them all out there and you can see the comparisons.
Because people usually yell in like compare. We won't be able to see it if you put it now. So wait till we get to that point. But think about it.
Right. And I know I even said, I was looking at one and I was like, wow, that looks like an old color we used to have. So Linda pulled it out and it doesn't look anything like what it's really far off from what it seemed like it should be. So we'll get started. We'll talk a little bit about what's happening, and then we're going to jump right in with the sneak peeks in the haul.
It's giveaway time. So all you have to do is leave a comment on any of the original feeds of this video and tell us what your favorite product is. Tell us where you're from. Tell us anything you want. And if you then go ahead and share this video to any social media platform and come back here and type the word shared with a D, we'll enter you for a second time if you shared originally when you comment to win. This is a brand new bundle that Tammy got her hands on, and you'll see it soon here. It's totally awesome. It's stamped and dies, and these are uber cute. I did stalk quite a few people's Facebook feeds that were at OnStage, so I have seen a little bit of these guys, and they are cute.
The question here is from Felicia. Can demonstrators see the new online exclusives now? Yes, you can. Sort of. There's a download that you can get on the demonstrator website that will show you. And then I believe when the pre-order comes, I'm not positive on that, but I believe you'll be able to pre-order these. So brand new bundle, the Turtly Awesome. We're going to share that with you in a little bit. And that means we have a winner.
Yay! Terry Moss won the Happy House Plants kit. Yay, Terry. So Terry, just go to either Tammy or my blogs, that is craftystampin.com or stampwithtami.com, and fill out the form and we will get that out to you. Or Tammy will get it out to you.
Yay! And paper pumpkin.
Ooh,
so looks really pretty.
This one's so neat. So paper pumpkin has moved, if anyone hadn't caught on. So it's now on stampinup.com. You can buy it. And you want this month. This is the April kit. It is inked occasions, and it's got like alcohol ink effects for the kit. And if you subscribe with either myself or Tammy, you will be part of the PPX crew, getting alternate videos of at least 6 or 7 of them each month. So you want to do that
each month, and they're awesome. They're awesome. Our PPX crew is amazing. Yes. And so we are going to be talking a little bit about, here it is, there's the cover, in case you haven't seen it yet. This is the cover of the new annual catalog, and it will be launching in May. And I believe catalogs will be shipping mid-April to customers. And if you are wondering how to get yours, you can pop on over to Stamp with Tammy or crafty.stampin.com, and Linda and I both have information on there.
Yep.
The next question is, will the pre-order items for March 25th, which is when the pre-order comes out for demonstrators, will it be different from what we got on OnStage? We don't really know.
It's always a surprise.
But I'm pretty sure it will be. I'm pretty sure we may still be able to get all the online exclusives that I'm going to share, but I have a feeling that there'll be a few more from the catalog on there just because there was some hints at OnStage. Okay. But I could be totally wrong. So
it's always a surprise.
That's just a guess. So with that, let's get started with In Colors. We'll share them and then we'll do our comparison after some of this equipment out of the way. So these are the new In Colors.
So if someone isn't a Stampin' Up person, what In Colors are is Stampin' Up has 4 color families, actually 5. So we have that are always stay around. There's 10 in each of them: brights, regals, subtles, neutrals. And then we have these rotating colors. They are 5 colors that will come in for 2 years and then leave. Maybe come back at some other later date. But there's always 2, one that's hanging around and one that's coming in. So this is the 25-27 color family In Color.
And if you're unfamiliar with the outgoing In Colors, it's fun to say. It is the 2023-2025 In Colors, and Linda and I did an episode on what you need to know about those.
Yeah, like 2 back.
Yeah. So you can catch that on our blogs as well, because there is some really good information there.
Yes.
So let's talk about the colors. We have, if you have been around a little bit, you may recognize a returning In Color. So we'd like to welcome back to our In Colors Strawberry Slush. Yay. Which I love, and I'm really happy to see this one come back. It's a pretty color. And, well, Mary says she's never ordered it. Well, now you're going to need to.
No.
Oh, you didn't get the reinker. Oh, yeah. So that is returning, and then the other 4 are new. We have Timid Tiger, which is an orange. Let me hold the cardstock up so you guys can see the cardstock. There we go. Timid Tiger. That just reminds me of Tony the Tiger. And then we have Darling Ducklings. Quack,
That's
quack.
Cute.
And that one is a yellow tone. And then we have Secret Sea, which is, and I know when I was at OnStage, it was really hard to tell. But the lights and the lighting there, when people were doing presentations with this, it was really hard to tell the color of it. It almost looked black in some photos. And there is a little bit of a debate whether this is a blue or a green, but it's very dark.
Oh, really?
It's darker than Night of Navy and not quite black. So it's a pretty color, really pretty color. And I love that we have a new dark color.
So it'll be interesting when we line it up with some other colors. I would right now just say it's a very dark gray. But,
and you know what? Dark gray is, oh, there we go. We'll just add that to our debate. So you guys can let us know. And I saved cloud cover for last because there is some very sad news about the cloud cover. So this is cloud cover. It's a really pretty light grayish blue.
Yeah.
And as they have started getting everything ready to launch the product line, they noticed that the ink pad that they had been using to testing with for the soft sky was starting to turn a funny color after they had stamped it and it had sat for a little while, and they were not happy with that. And so they pulled the ink pads, and they are going to, that's why we only have 4, and they are going to try to figure out what is causing that. If they are not able to, then the cloud cover ink pad may go the way of the Posy. Purple Posy. Remember the year the Purple Posy never came out with an ink pad? For the same reason. And I love that they do this. I love that they don't just throw something out there that they're not happy with the color. So I do appreciate that. And there are some ways around this. I know, poor cloud cover. It was so sad. And that is the marker. So the marker is still in the marker pack. We still have that,
and
even though
a blend too,
in the Stampin' Blends.
Yeah.
Even though the ink pad and the refill is not available. So.
And what they're saying, it's chemistry that they do a small batch. Everything worked great, went through their testing, and they submitted the large batch. And then chemistry, like if you're making a small cake, where you're making a cake for 300 people. All of a sudden, now the conversions didn't work, and like they said, they were stamping it, and it wasn't maintaining its color like they wanted it
we
to.
appreciate that they stand behind their work, and we're very sad for cloud cover, but
we're all rooting
we'll
for
improvise.
I know,
we'll improvise what we need to. So we are going to get started, and we're going to circle back to the In Colors and do our color comparison at the end. So we'll share all the new stuff with you that we have so far.
So think about what colors you want to compare it to.
And I'm telling you, like I saw that cloud cover and I thought, oh, that's bordering blue. And let me tell you, we looked and it is not bordering blue. But in my head, it seemed like it was. I totally
see that when she said it. I was like, oh yeah.
Okay, so first we're going to start with annual catalog pre-orders, because there's two different. There's a pre-order for the annual catalog and for online exclusives. So this is a mega suite. It is the Florals in Bloom suite. And we've got 2 bundles here. And I did get to play with some of these hair this afternoon. So I do have some samples to share, but I didn't get to play with all of them. So I was kind of sad. I wanted to, these are like Build-A-Flowers. So you can stamp some of this and then you can build flowers here.
I love, I was just saying, I love how large the words are, but then I noticed it says images at 85%. So this is how big they are.
Yeah.
They're huge.
And there is, I believe this matches.
Oh, sorry.
So open it back up again. Let's see. I didn't play with this one yet, but I believe, So you can cut that out too. There's a die that you can use. And there's also a skinny die. So you can stamp it or you can layer it.
Cool.
So those are the 2 that are, no, Sharon, Boho Blue, you'll see, is not close to cloud cover as much as I thought it, as much as I looked at it and thought it was, it isn't. You'll see. It's not the right tone at all. But I mean, in my head, from what I remember, I thought, oh yeah. But and we have these out. These are the In Color dots are also part of this suite.
Oh, they are?
And if there's a suite, you can purchase these individually. They're available as a suite because the products all match.
Yeah, a suite is a group of products that Stampin' Up has put together: paper, dies, embellishments, ribbons, embossing folders, punches. They take a bunch of stuff that all works together. Again, everything can be purchased individually, but they have made these coordinating products and call them a suite.
So
Sweet.
We've got our dots. We've got the 2 bundles here that are really pretty, and then we've got some designer series paper.
Woohoo!
So the paper in this one is 12 by 12, and I'm going to have Linda read off the colors, and I'll flip them for you.
Okay. So
we'll take turns. And this is Florals in Bloom Designer Series P.
Okay, so we have Bubble Bath, Cloud Cover, Darling Duck, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea, Shy Shamrock, Strawberry Slush, Summer Splash, and Timid Tiger. There's a lot of colors.
It's easier to list the colors that aren't in this one. We have a question about the pre-order and when demonstrators will be able to pre-order March 25th. And also, Linda and I both have these dates on our blogs.
Yes.
So if you pop on over there, you can get that and more information as well.
Yeah.
And I cannot guarantee that these items that I'm sharing will be on the pre-order. I can't guarantee that it's going to be the same, different, or more, or...
Never know.
We don't know, but we're going to share what we got. So that's the Florals in Bloom Designer Series paper. And I did get to play a hair with that one, but just one of the sets in the Designer Series paper. So this just shows the layering dies. The word die, I use lovely. There's a lovely and there's a bloom. And then there's different words that go along with them so that, you can make it for different occasions. And this one, it's a lovely day, or you can change that up. So that just shares and I've got some Strawberry Slush frame mats in the background there, just showing that color. And we've got a little, I don't know if you can see that, sparkly, it's shiny. Stay tuned.
Shiny.
Stay tuned. Okay, so that is the Florals in Bloom suite. I'm gonna stick that in there. And next up, for those of you tuning in late, The Turtly Awesome Bundle is what we're giving away today. How about that? So we are sharing, this is hot, brand new Turtly Awesome Bundle. And it is also, and I'll just pop over there really quickly, if you leave a comment or share and type the word shared in the comments, you'll be entered a second time. You might be able to win this bundle. So good luck to all. Super cute. So no, this is really hard to see. Oops. I know I was playing with this one a little bit. There are little pieces here that go along with the turtles. So the turtles they cut out this. They do match the paper that we're going to share in a minute. They match these pieces as well. And there's also some standalone pieces where you can build a fancy turtle. We've got an apron. We've got I got a hat there. I think this is a chef's hat. We got a water can and a couple of other things on. This is the end of a banjo, I believe. And I believe that is the round circle for the banjo. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Oh, no.
And look at this. Look at this. Oh, my God. How fun is this? So we've got some turtle shell going on here. And when they shared this suite at OnStage, it was Sarah Douglas, who's the CEO of the company. And her and one of the other corporate team members did this presentation, and they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sweatshirts on. It was so funny. All the turtle jokes that were coming out of it. And so these are hexagon, let's see, shades of green.
With the
hexagons.
They're so cute. I love the colors.
Self-adhesive hexagons. And then we've got, this is soft sea foam and shaded spruce. Yeah, shaded spruce ribbon. And it's like a satiny feel to it.
I like that ribbon so much. It's
there
so
we go.
pretty.
You can see there's the soft sea foam side. And then we've got the shaded spruce side. Very pretty ribbon.
Elizabeth wants to know, will a list come out about what is going to move from the old annual catalog to online exclusive?
Yes.
There will be something put out.
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe that's listed on the demonstrator
Yeah,
website
on April 1st.
Yeah.
The last chance list gets updated, and at that time, hopefully.
So I played with this one a little bit this afternoon. Cute. This is all designer series paper. Oh, I didn't share the designer series paper. Oh, forget you saw that.
Look away.
You saw that.
Look away.
Here, I'll let Linda flip and I'll read.
Okay. Oh.
So look at that.
I love this one.
Is that right? All right, so this is Turtly Cute Designer Series paper. Ooh. The colors in it are Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake. Is anybody getting hungry? Crumb Cake, Fresh Curry, Daffodil Delight, Darling Duckling, Early Espresso, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Gray Granite, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. That's a lot of colors. A lot of fun colors. And it's like one side of the paper is like the turtles doing something fun. Like there's a summer theme, there's a music theme. And then the other side is a pattern. So, you know, it's a fun way to use them. Yeah. It's going to be hard. And the dies do match some of the designer series paper.
That's so cute. I love it.
So that first one right here, I cut this one up and I took the picnic theme and used that for this. And then I cut some of the turtles out from the designer series paper to make this. And the dies.
Oh, this one.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
Sorry.
Like,
you're right. You're right.
I didn't. The different way.
I didn't use the picnic. I meant to use the picnic theme, and then I ended up using this one. You're right. So, anyways, the dies match. It didn't match this turtle, but it did match this turtle. And I don't know if you can see his little arm when you cut it out with the die. His arm is, you know, like he can be holding things.
Yeah.
It cuts like that. But also the ice cream cone in the designer series paper and the balloon matched as well as the dies. So cute little trick there. So and you can see those hexagons on there. And then this one, I was trying to emulate a turtle shell. And I was taking one of the pattern papers and the hexagon dies from the meant to be set, and I kind of raised, so you can see it's raised. I was thinking, you know, in my head, I was thinking turtle shell, you know, how it's kind of like turtle shell's kind of built up a little bit for his home. So anyways, that's where I was going with that one. I thought it came out kind of cool, and it was kind of a triple time technique there. Hope your birthday is turtly awesome. So, and the ribbon on there. So, little turtle love on there. And I will keep going since I put Linda to work over here.
I'm fighting with some stuff so I don't lose anything.
The next suite we're going to share from the annual catalog is called the Beautiful Gallery Suite. Now, this one is another mega suite, meaning that there are 2 bundles, 2 stamp and die bundles for this one. This is beautiful motif dies and stamps and the Gallery Blooms. The Gallery Blooms dies is a double. It's a double die set. So we've got flowers that I know Linda usually does like her little little die cut thing, but she didn't get these ahead of time. So
I'm sorry. We'll do them when we feature each of these.
And I probably should have given it to her so she could have put that together, but instead I was making cards, so oh well. So this is this actually cuts out 2 frames.
Ooh.
So there's an innie and an outie. I don't know if you guys watch Severance, the innies and the outies. Yeah, your inner innie. So yeah, so we got inner frame and outie frame, and then there's a couple. So there's some standalone flower pieces, and then there's some pieces that cut out the flowers there, and then these are standalone ornaments that cut out. And I believe these I don't know that
some I didn't think cut out fully.
Yes, I think so these. I believe these ornate ones just cut out the inset of it.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the right word I'm thinking of.
Some pictures I saw that it was still part of the card front and popped up a little bit.
More coming. And then we got the damask. Is that it?
Damask.
Yep. Embossing folder to go. I'm going to hold that up a little bit so you can see that a little bit closer. Oh, Tina says this is her favorite suite. This is right up there. It's hard to pick a favorite.
I would say from what I saw, I was like, this is going to be my favorite.
This one is definitely pretty amazing. So the pressed flower adhesives. So I'm going to hold that one up close too so you can see the pattern in them. And throwing stuff at Linda now. And then this is basic beige ribbon.
Is it silky?
See, it's like a not linen.
Linen,
kind of like a linen feel
It'll make bows nicely. Some of them that you get, and I'm like, I cannot make a bow out of this to save my soul. That one will make a nice bow. And
then we'll jump right into that beautiful designer series paper. So the beautiful gallery suite designer series paper. Oh, this is all messed up. I forgot to fix this. Sorry, I was playing with it. I had it all. Anyways, well, we're just gonna look at it all. Let's zoom in here.
What are on the folder?
Damask. Damask is a pattern.
Yeah. So kind of a small repetitive pattern, like a damask wallpaper, with the velvet. As I'm over here touching the wall. Like
so Annette says, love this one with the leaves, but not so much with the frame. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Okay, so there's 4 of each sheet here, and they're double-sided 6x6 sheet. Isn't that gorgeous?
I love that.
Stunning.
Like, I'm not cutting that up.
Stunning. And then we've got, I know, right? So I'm glad there's 4 of each sheet. And we've got some scenes on one side and patterns on the other. And this is these are all mixed up, so we may see duplicates in here, right? This is so Linda. This is so you.
Oh my god, I love this. Everything I saw as I was stalking Facebook was like, that's me. That's so me. Look at that.
I know the paper is just stunning. Oh yeah, that would be really great.
Instead of just oohing and ahhing. Basic beige, basic black, basic gray. Got your basics down. Calypso coral, cloud cover, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, lost lagoon, mossy meadow. I love that. Mossy meadow, peach pie, pecan pie, secret sea, and smoky slate.
I know.
Oh, yummy.
Again, sorry, there's going to be some duplicates in here because I got it all messed up. Look at this cabin in the woods.
Oh my god, I love this.
So we did see that one, and we did see this one.
I love that old time, like, I just love
these are.
Oh, there's the damask.
Oops, there we go. So that's similar to the embossing folder there.
I wonder. Here's the line up.
Yeah.
And you can. Yeah, that really may not.
We got some cuts. We got some returning. So I showed those already. Sorry, yeah, I know. Sorry that I have all these messed up.
That's okay. There we're seeing multiple times.
I had all of them messed up because I was doing some stamping with them, but before this, and I went ahead and fixed the other ones. I think we've seen these already, but we'll share it again. Yeah. We'll share it again. This one.
Ooh. Oh my God.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, people. This paper's going to sell out.
And Linda hasn't even seen this yet. This is her first time seeing these. Very painterly. That I like that generate. Very painterly. Yeah.
There's a restaurant in town.
This was the first one we shared.
Very, 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 very old inn. Tammy loves to go there. I feel like half these pictures would be on the walls there.
Okay, so these are all, I think, duplicates. I'm pretty sure we shared all these.
I love these.
Let me just peek through.
Did you show the one with the back of the street map?
Yes.
I guess I turned away.
Yeah. Okay, so that is the beautiful gallery suite.
Sorry, people, it's going to be sold out. Linda's going to buy it all.
And I only got to make one thing there, but back to the frames. I said, hold on. So this is the outer frame. And I framed one of the pieces of designer series paper and then used one of the other ones for the background there and then added in some of the foliage for a little vintagey look there. And next up, let's see, where are we at? Next up, we have some, we have one bundle from the annual catalog. So this is a bundle.
Bundles.
This one's called Notes and Totes.
Bag.
I am super excited. I did not get to play with this one today. I'm really sorry that I didn't get to share it, but because there is a bag here, like a treat bag, which I absolutely love.
It looks like a tote bag, like you take to the beach.
Yep. And it is super, super cute. So that is Notes and Totes. Totes my goat. And then the rest from the annual catalog are all stamp sets, standalone stamp sets. So we've got Layered Thoughts, which has our, the greetings that we think are important. I won this one. This was my prize patrol, Peaceful View. It's a silhouette.
That's nice.
I feel like that needs a sunset background. Oh, I wish I had time to play with this one. They did a presentation of this one on at OnStage, and it was just stunning. When they came out with the bird, it's a reversible. It was amazing. It was amazing.
The lovebirds.
And now I feel like I cannot wait to play with that. And the last one is a word set, the right words. We're always looking for all occasion word sets. And this is a great one for both the inside and the outside of the card. So there's, some great sayings on here and great fonts.
Love good fonts.
So that is the annual catalog. I'm going to throw that over there. There's a box behind you. You can just throw it in the box. Okay. Those are the annual catalog shares. Now, next up is... these are online exclusives that are also launching the same day as the new catalog. So the catalog is not the only exciting thing happening on May 6th, right? It's May 6th? 5th. May 5th.
5th or the 6th is a Tuesday. Whichever Tuesday.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I keep looking at end date.
This is another suite. Let me back out here so you guys can get a little space. You don't feel like you're getting too close there. These are called Cheers and Sips. So there is the stamp set. We've got some cute little fruits that go in the stamp set, or celery if you want a Bloody Mary, or whatever little fruity drink you want there. And then we've got some dies, and this little
cool.
guy adds a little texture to your iced tea is what I was thinking.
Little Chinese restaurant, fun drinks, Polynesian drinks. Those funny glasses they put everything in.
And there is... I believe this goes with the next one, actually. Sorry.
I didn't even realize one of them had that.
No, I guess this does go with this one. This one is Glass and Garden Embossing Folders. So there's 2 in there.
Ooh.
There's 2 skinny ones. These fit in the mini boss. And there's 2 different patterns on here. And we've got,
Love it.
the shakers, are they part of that? I don't think so. We'll come to that. So the ribbon. This is mesh gold striped ribbon.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is really pretty stuff. And then we've got, okay, these.
This, I've seen like a picture this big of this entire suite, so I have no idea what she's showing.
Holographic dots.
Serious?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Holographic resin dots. Self-adhesive. Yeah. How cool are they? Right?
Oh, wow.
Very cool. They almost look like they should glow in the dark.
You know, like uranium glass, like that's got that greenish glow. That's kind of like what it looks like.
And so designer
with your 1950s
paper,
glassware.
We're celebratory sips. I should have put that out there so you guys could see what suite we got. Sorry about that. And then with the designer series paper that goes with this suite is, and I'm going to give you that to read. Bye-bye, guys.
Okay, we got Berry Burst,
We'll get
Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, Cloud Cover, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist,
Sorry.
Old
I want you to be able
Olive,
to see that so you can read what we're doing.
Peach
All right.
Pie, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. Sorry. I love all these beverage ones. The colors are just yummy.
Yeah.
Turn that one back over.
Oh, yeah.
So you could just cut out
Yeah.
like your drink.
Yep.
With that.
Oh, that's awesome. I
So you
did
could
not
cut
even
your
think
drink
about that.
out if you wanted to, you know,
I
or
did
you just
not
use them as a
even think
rainbowish
about that.
background. So cool.
And I did get to play with that one. Just a quick card that I made with that one using the designer series paper. Actually using this paper. I cut out some drinks and made a yep. Let's celebrate. Made a cute little card. And I do want to point out this is Soft Sky, but the ribbon is actually white ribbon that we already have. I colored it with the marker because we don't, I mean, we are going to get ribbons, but we don't have it yet. So I colored a white ribbon so it would match the Soft Sky and the holographic dots. See them in there? Oh my gosh, they just glow. They're very cool.
So cool.
And that is the end of that suite. So next up is Floral Impressions suite. And that one, I'm gonna make sure we got a little leak behind us. I want to make sure that paper didn't fall into the leak. This is Impressions. The suite is Floral Impressions, and Impressions A Bloom is the bundle. And so these 2 pieces here, this actually cuts out a ring. I think I have one. I just want to share it because I did. There.
Oh, so you get like a
little
frame
right.
type thing.
So you get the kind of frame and you've got the insert there. So you could do those in multiple colors if you wanted to. And then we've got these guys. So this is foiled frames and labels ephemera pack.
Is the ephemera pack part of the suite? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I believe so, yeah, right? Yep.
Cool.
It's listed, but look at how we got some
big ones too.
Cool shapes. Oops.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, these would work for your scrapbooking as well as your card making. For our scrapbookers out there. And we've got this embossing folder, pressed flowers.
Totally didn't see this.
Wait till you see these. They're, I mean, the holographic. I don't know if you can touch that, but these are pretty cool. So these are strawberry slush and pretty in pink, and then there's some clear gems. They've got, let's see, gems is what they're called. Can you see the flecks inside? They've got some little flecks inside.
Oh, the orange backwards.
So that is the strawberry slush and pretty in pink. You're looking at the Impressions Bloom, so I am honestly
How many dyes are in there?
I'm not sure because there's a bunch of little pieces here.
25.
Oh, thank you. There you go.
Like, I know I can answer
So I was
that
like,
question.
I don't think I can count, or people will be really mad. They'd be like, get on with it, ladies. Come on. All right, so next up for the suite is the Designer Series paper, and you are going to love this. And sorry, I've got these little pieces because I did play with this one as well. So I'm going to throw that at Linda, and I'm going to start. So we've got, look at how pretty this is, rainbows.
I love the rainbow. I missed that. We had that in one a while ago, and I really liked it.
It was really cool. And then the back, so it's like we've got florals on one side and patterns on the other.
So we have crushed curry, darling duckling, fresh freesia, garden green, misty moonlight, old olive, peach pie, pecan pie,
pattern in that one.
pool party, pretty in pink, and strawberry slush. Me likey.
Love the sunflowers.
Me likey, me likey. Ooh, I like that.
And I did get to play with this one. I actually made a couple of cards. The first card here, I used, I don't know if you can see it, but I actually cut out this oval from the dies, put it on the Designer Series paper, and then embossed. So the embossing
folder.
The embossing goes right up the side of both the label there and the Designer Series paper on the background. And then I added some, these are just the edges of the Designer Series paper, and added a little sunflower there. Used the hexagon dots from the turtles. And the other one.
Oh, okay.
So this one, I wanted to do the rainbow, and the rainbow actually spans like 12 inches, and this card is only.
Yeah, I want to know what you did. Here's the rainbow.
So, yeah. So this card, it was only like 8 inches of Designer Series paper that I was using. So what I did was I cut out the whole 12 inches, and then, I don't think you can see it because I covered it up. I did. I cut it. I cut it.
I see. Yep, there's
and then
line.
I pieced it together so you couldn't see that I did that, just so I could get all of the rainbow in there. And then I added some extra little pieces that were left over. I cut them out and added them on there, so you've got a little bit of dimension on there.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
I know, such a fan of the rainbows.
And that's strawberry.
Yeah, and then it's
slush,
on strawberry
right?
slush. So it's on strawberry slush
so
card
excited
base.
for that coming back.
And it's got some of those dots in there, the gems. I used the strawberry slush and clear gems on that one. And this is not part of the suite, but this is also in the online exclusives. And this is
it's on the back.
It's called Flower Garden Foil. And it's cloud cover, pretty in pink, and strawberry slush. So I feel like they kind of match those gems. So you've got two of each.
Oh, and two
so
different
it looks
patterns.
Silver, but it's actually cloud cover.
Oh,
yeah. So there's
one's floral, one's this cane.
Two of each color, but there's two different patterns. So you can see the patterns there. So that one is pretty in pink, I believe.
Pretty in pink.
And strawberry slush.
Strawberry slush.
And I did cut a piece of this one out to make that lovely card.
Oh my
Remember
God,
I said stay tuned?
Yummy.
I'll pull that card back out again. So I used that to make the lovely on the word there.
I love that.
Super cool. Super cool. Oh, lots of fans of the slimline. Thanks, guys.
2 carts.
All right, so next up, we've got bundles of the online exclusives. And the first one to share, and most of these I didn't get to play with. Sadly, I just ran out of time today. This one is Popping By, and we've got popcorns. Look at the
That's cute.
How adorable are those little faces?
Adorable.
It's like we're going to the movies, and we've got a little film strip in there. Right?
And these are kind of like a little builder die in that it just, the inside one adds texture, and the outside one die cuts out the pop. That's so cute.
And so next up we've got Scenic Adventure. This one I feel like you really want to see this one in action. Because the dies are amazing. And
you are amazing.
There's You are amazing. But the fonts are awesome in there as well. And you got some standalone dies that build a scene. I think that one's going to be really cool, but again, you really need to see it in action.
Oh, tiny! I'm like, Ellen says tiny sneakers.
There are tiny little sneakers for your popcorn.
In
for
the
your
popcorn.
little poppin' buddies.
Oh my God, that's adorable.
Next, we've got Party Piggy. We got Party Piggy dies, Party Piggy stamp set, cute little build. He's a Build-A-Piggy, so you can like cut out his little head and make him do all kinds of different little things on there, or maybe you just want a pig face.
Get the shaker.
Yes. So Party Piggy does match this, and this matches the punch, right? I believe it's one of the punches.
One of the yeah.
Or is it this? It's that
die.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are, and we used to have similar things in the past, right? And everybody, I still get requests for them, so you know they listen. Okay, I cannot get them apart. But these are little cups, little treat cups. I really wanted to make one of these today, but it just didn't work out.
Wobble time, yeah. I thought when I saw this too, I thought wobble for the piggy head.
Oh yeah, that would be super cute.
Yeah.
And then we also have loose shaker elements.
Oh, and iridescent too.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
And these just will pick up the color of whatever you put them with. And let's see if I can get a couple out there so you can see.
Oh, and they're different too. Like what's lower in was different. There's stars.
Yeah, there's stars and there's
circles.
Circles underneath there.
There's a variety.
This one needed to be shook up a little better, I think, there.
Ooh.
So we got fun little confetti. Woo! Just throwing that all over the place.
Now all over her desk.
So Party Piggy with piggy fun accessories. Next up.
Now Linda tries to get it all back in the box.
We can put Linda to work. Next up, we have paper tags.
These are cute.
Yes, they are. Look at we got the tags here, and then these, which will cut out these tags, but you could also use them for other things as well. And I love the fun.
We had something like this a long time ago.
Yeah,
and I
the
loved
fonts.
It.
So cool. And I love that there's a heart. You see the heart is what like cuts that out. And next up, sentimental framing. This was another one I really wanted to play with and just ran out of time. So more to come. Stay tuned. But these are, can you see the frames there? Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. And then words. Another great word set.
And the fonts too.
Yep.
Great fonts.
Yep. And this is like an all occasion. And I tell people always ask, you know, what should I get started with a stamp set? Always first on the list is an all occasion word set in a nature set, a floral or something that you can make any occasion with and work. They can pair together. But this is a great set for that. And amazing dies, right?
Yeah.
Bonus. We've got, this one is
These would go good with that one we were oohing and ahhing over at the beautiful gallery with all the antique-ish.
Yes.
This would be good with that too. Ooh.
So this bundle is a punch bundle, a sweet jar. So there's a bunch of little things. I wish we had this for St. Patrick's Day. Look at the clovers in
I thought that too.
We've got little candies, little hearts that you can put in the jar, and then we've got a punch that will punch it out. And that's got some great little words in it too. It's another all occasion set.
Yeah.
And
love a punch.
Second to last. So these last two things, and I'm not sure which order to share these in because they're both pretty wows. Okay, so this is more messages, another fantastic word set, and a bunch of different words on here in different fonts. And then we've got the die that goes along with it.
I love these. We've done this before.
It is a single die that cuts out, and if you were to line it up, it cuts out all of the words. It may not line up on the box.
Actually, it says it's 890%.
It's not too bad, but you get the idea. If you wanted to stamp,
it's a single stamp.
Yep. Or you can cut them apart. You can use it as a single stamp, and I'm going to share what I did with this. I'm probably going to cut these apart and not use them as a single stamp so that you can just use the individuals, but you can just ink up part of it, all of it, and cut them out. I did pull a little bit of a Linda just so you could see all the different shapes, because I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. These are perfect sizes.
They are.
And what I'm doing with that is I ran that die through and cut. And just cut them all and put them in here so I have them ready to rock and roll when I need one. And the sizes of these are great. They're perfect for the card making. They're perfect sizes. They fit a lot of different things, not just what's on there. So I actually used, I think I used more than one of them. I used one on this card here.
I like this a lot.
That is one of the dies. The thanks is on one of the dies from that one.
Yeah.
So anyways, those are just some ways to use that. You can use them all together, but personally, like I said, cut all the pieces. Like I can cut this out of several different colors so I have them all ready to rock and roll. And I will probably cut the words up separately.
You could put that on there and just spend an hour or so and stamp this multiple times in a bunch of different colors.
Yeah.
And then you have your bunch of greetings already done.
And then do the same thing. Put them in I put these in a little cello bag like I do with Designer Series paper when I cut out pieces.
Love this.
That is the More Messages set.
That was in the
online exclusives.
Okay, let me
and
the
last,
look at it again.
The last bundle from the online exclusives.
And this one,
these two, they're toss up. Which one I love the best? So we've got Sunrise Sailing, and then we've got a die that matches it, right?
So
love. But wait, there's more. There is, this is a hybrid, they call it a hybrid folder, which means it is a 3D embossing folder, and the dies you can actually cut them together.
So you put this ship into the embossing folder when you are cutting it.
I can't get that out. There we go. So we've got our embossing folder here. You put your embossing folder down this way, right? Put it on here.
There you go.
And then put your paper on top, close it, and run it through. And when it comes out,
it's right there. You just had it. Keep going where you were.
I might have one. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a 2 for 2. There's
my goodness.
I thought I had one. Oh, there we go. When it comes out.
I love that. I just love
And you don't have to cut it out. You could use it just as a folder, or you could use the die with just the stamp. But this is where I ran out of time. I started making this card, and it's not finished because I ran out of time. But as you can see, the stamp also matches the die, which matches the folder.
And that doesn't need much more. Seriously.
And I was like, well, what do we need on here? What is this?
Like a ribbon wrapped around here and a greeting.
And and a greeting. And speaking of greetings, there's some great greetings
and those are
on that one as well. Lots of great words coming out.
I love this set.
So that is the Sunrise Sailing, and just a little hint of what that can do.
Oh, I love this one.
So next up, I'll just throw that back inside there. It's my little guide. Is the stamp sets from the online exclusives. No, it doesn't cut the folder. As you can see, I've used it a couple of times together. They're made to do that. This is the stamp set. So online exclusive, stamps only. How adorable is this guy? Look at this little dragon. I mean, come on. Seriously.
The smiling lion.
I love him. Love him. So we've got that one, this one. In fact, this is my little Spency this week. He had a little surgery. He's got his little paws all stitched up. It's all shaved on one poor little guy.
And he is not behaving like he is.
No,
one little thing happened to him.
First day I brought him home, he was all whacked out of the, we had the anesthesia, but now he's like not even like.
He came tromping down these stairs when I got here like, oh.
Say, hey,
on you.
to check out my war wounds.
Yep. Give me sympathy.
And check out the words on this one. Speaking of word sets.
I like those.
All right, so those are our stamp sets. So that is pretty much everything that I was able to get. We did get a Memories and More pack here, Celebration Expressions. These are some birthday themed things. Just a quick little flip in there, just so you can see that. There are 2 different sizes as usual of the little Memories and More. So that is what we got for the pre-order from OnStage, what we were able to order there. Again, March 25th, there is going to be the pre-order for all demonstrators will be able to pre-order, and we think there is going to be even more than what we've just shared, but we don't know. So we're guessing, kind of. So don't hold us to it if there isn't. Now, the moment you guys have been waiting for, as if that wasn't enough, right? Now we will do our in-color comparisons. Linda she has saved almost every color that Stampin' Up! Has ever made.
So last time, a year ago when we did this, I said, oh, I have almost everything. I'm missing 10 or some colors.
Pop it in
and
here
someone,
late,
and I don't remember her name, I'm so sorry if you're watching, contacted me and said, I have a bunch. What do you need? And sent me a bunch. Like, I have missing 2. I'm missing Basic Brown and Kiwi Kiss. Like, oh my Lord. So I have all the colors.
So these are the new in colors. And for those of you popping in late, we've got Strawberry Slush, Darling Duckling, Timid Tiger, C, oh my gosh, drawing a blank on the C.
Secret C.
Secret C. And Cloud Cover. Okay, throw it at us.
All right.
Adrian, I believe demonstrators will be able to order online exclusives on March 25th, but don't hold us to it in case.
So the first thing I want to see, I'm going to start putting stuff out, and then Tammy will read stuff, is I want to see what Pumpkin Pie looks like next to Timid Tiger. And I was really curious to see what Daffodil looks like next to Darling Duck.
Do you want me to cut these in half so we got some more room on the table?
Sure.
Let's see. Let's go all the way out there, and I'll move some of this equipment out of the way. So we got a little bit of room, and then I'll write on them so you guys know what the... I have no information on payment plans from Stampin' Up, but don't you wish they would have like a layaway plan? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to write the names on them. I'm okay with that.
That works.
Just so you guys can see what colors we got here.
Okay, so... All right. So there's Daffodil next to the duck. Darling Duck, something duck.
Okay, so we've got Darling Duckling.
Let's see. Melon Mambo.
Timid Tiger.
Where is my mambo? Number 5.
Secret C is very dark. Oh, you can still see that, right?
Mambo. Number 5.
Cloud Cover. And for those of you tuning in late, there is a sad story for Cloud Cover. The ink pad is not going to be available for the pre-order and may not be available at all. They have found that there is some quality issues with it, so they pulled it right before the release. We're glad that they did it. I mean, I'm glad that they stand behind it. But just an FYI, that ink pad is not going to be available. The rest of the Cloud Cover will be just that one ink pad. Okay, so throw 'em at her. All right.
Grove,
Strawberry Slush. We've got the Melon Mambo.
Peekaboo Peach.
Oh, the bordering. Was it bordering blue?
Bordering, yep.
Bordering blue.
So this was Tangerine and Tango. Right. Let's see. So here's some blues. So Seaside Spray. Someone had asked about that earlier. Baja Breeze. I think it's similar. Like It's a lighter Baja Breeze almost. Bordering Blue is the one Tammy
That was the one I
got.
thought. Yeah, as you can see, not even close.
It does have gray tones. They both have some gray tones.
Oh,
like
thank you, Donna. No one's ever told me I
Yeah.
have lovely handwriting before. And being a
type
lefty,
things
my
out
my
for-
handwriting is
Yeah.
definitely was never. My mom she had the best penmanship. Yeah, and
It was the age.
I didn't get that.
I type more.
Yes.
Yeah. My handwriting's atrocious.
And it was part being a lefty. I
Yeah.
just kind of, it was always a mess.
Okay, so there's
But
a
thank
lot
you.
of blues.
Watermelon next to strawberry.
Watermelon. What's we got about watermelon? Rocket Red. That was one
That
of
was
the
an
original
old
colors.
one. That was even before my time.
What watermelon?
Go, yeah.
Watermelon. Primrose, raspberry, ruby. Get hungry looking at all these colors. Riding Hood. Is it going to be the last one I have?
Of course. Cloud cover it does have gray tones. I would say it's like a grayish blue.
Sweet Sorbet. Trying to think what looks similar. There's kind of gray. Let me grab through grays in a sec and see if there's any other pinks that look close.
Do we have black in there? She wants to see black. Linda would like Linda to put black next to
Absolutely.
Secret Sea,
Right,
and maybe a Night of Navy, so you can see.
Yeah, where's Navy? So let's get the new.
And when you see the Night of Navy next to it, you can see where the green comes, like where people think it might be a green.
So here's Night of Navy.
Yeah,
so there's Night of Navy.
Darling duckling.
Let me throw just for. So there is a green next to it, just to see.
Real green. A real green.
All right, so here's gray. Do I really only? All right, grays. So. Pumpkin pecan.
I might have black down below.
So here's basic gray. I got black. Smoky granite. I have them all by like their category, if they're current, and then if they're retired, it's like oranges, or yellows. There's black. So it's when you have black, you can see the blue in it.
Mossy out of the way just so you can kind of see. So you can see how dark the black is. So it's dark, but it's not black, and it's. You can see with the blue next to it, the Night of Next, it's dark. It's a really dark color, but it's got more green tones in it.
Yeah. I don't even know what to really. Dapper Denim. Hold that thought. Do I have that in blues?
An evergreen.
Blues. Dapper Denim. Pacific, not quite. There's like
Midnight.
Not quite Navy and Midnight Muse. Dapper Denim.
That one's really blue.
Like,
we'll move cloudy down.
I know. Yeah, I
would say it's a very unique color, the Secret Sea. It's very unique, and it's definitely, it's a dark, but with some green. Do you have midnight blue? I mean, not midnight. What's the other blue? The dark blue.
Not quite navy.
No, current one, Misty Moonlight.
Did I forget? No. Misty. So there's Misty on top, kind of, and it's kind of going off bridge.
So we want to see a close up of the Darling Duckling and the Daffodil.
Yellows.
So you can see that the daffodil is a little bit orange, got more orange to it.
Remember we had bright pineapple punch, only to be outdone by yo yellow.
Yo yellow.
But that like saffron.
What about crushed curry?
Curry is back underneath it.
Oh, that was on there already. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one wasn't. They weren't nearly as close as they seem like they should be.
It's weird because I look at it, I go, we already have that color, and then you're like, no, we don't. Like Bumblebee and Honey were really close, but
Donna, that's a good trivia question. How many of those retired colors do people still use? I bet you will hear from some people that have saved every color.
Yep. Well, that's why this woman who contacted me, she's like, the only thing I don't have, Linda, is Kiwi Kiss because I used it all up. I loved it. Like, cool. Thanks. I don't throw away colors either, but several. Yeah. I have all the old ones.
Yeah.
That were with me since in my 15 years.
So there is a little color comparison so you can see the differences in past and current and colors. And yeah. Well, that was fun. That was fun.
It's always fun to.
So we'd like to thank you all for joining us. I hope that you've enjoyed this little sneak peek of the new things coming. Again, this is part 1. We expect to have at least another one.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 more.
Yeah.
Because
it's different. Yeah. The general demonstrator.
Depending on what we're able to order in the pre-order, we may have a part 2 and a part 3
and then
when
the
catalog
it goes live.
comes out. And yeah, so from that, we definitely love to hear your favorites because that definitely helps me decide where I'm gonna start.
Right.
And yeah. Well, thank you guys all for joining us on this Thursday evening, and we will look forward to seeing you on the next scoop. By the way, don't forget to drop a comment because we are giving away a totally awesome giveaway. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.